I watched Street Sharks episode 8. Here's what happens. The Street Sharks are all separately stopping different crimes. Streak stops a bank robber. Jab pursues some other bank robbers. And they have some snipers that have been modded to be an acceptable weapon in a kid show. And Ripster stops this other criminal. This is pretty brutal. He hunts him down on his motorcycle and he handcuffs him, pulling him onto his bike. And then as Ripster zooms down the road, laughing like a sadistic maniac, he takes the other side of the handcuffs and attaches it to a street lamp, which surely dislocates the robber's shoulder and causes irreversible damage. Is this justice? And in every other episode, the Street Sharks have been considered villains, but the news helicopter is now saying that they're heroes. And so I guess that's just how things are now. Whatever, that's fine. If you remember, in the last episode, Streaks said,
"Move on the tube, Rip."
Still not sure what that means. That's obviously madness. But now, in this episode, the helicopter person says,
"The team with the teeth is blitzing the bandaz, but good."
The team with the teeth is bullets in the bandaz, but good. What the who bullets in the bandaz? I mean, I listened to it many times trying to see if maybe I was just hearing it wrong.
Blitzing the bandaz,
Bullets in the pandas? I don't know. But then the last part he says, bullets in the bandaz, but good.
blitzing the bandaz, but good.
So bullets in the bandaz is inherently bad because it's not good. Okay, so we know that. I don't know. Anyways, the Street Sharks all shark attack as the poor defenseless criminals scream for their lives. Jab starts eating the car and Ripster pulls up and says,
Fantastic fin work, Munchmasters.
and Streaks and Big Slamu don't even respond. They don't want to encourage this sort of embarrassing slang. Please don't call us Munchmasters. Meanwhile, over at Dr. Paradigm's lab, tensions are high. Perandroid is very frustrated with not catching the Street Sharks. Slopster says he shouldn't let capturing the Street Sharks define his self-worth, and that maybe he needs to do some soul searching. Killamari is also very frustrated. He goes over to the corner and just starts disassembling a chair as he rants about how much he hates the Street Sharks. These guys all need a vacation. This is crazy. Then Perandroid reveals that he has captured a Free Willy. Over at the burger shop, we are introduced to this guy, Jets. Him and Benz order some burgers, and it turns out Jets is a Munchmaster too. He takes a big bite of his burger. After his one bite, he says he has to go because he has an appointment with a genetic scientist, and Dr. Paradigm is the genetic scientist. And there's also this other girl who's involved for some reason. Paradigm informs them that they both have some sort of disease and they need genetic treatment. And this is their reaction to this devastating news.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Then he tells the girl that actually she's not going to be receiving the treatment, so she can leave the show now. Next, the bad guys take Jets down to the lab and gene slam him into Moby Lick. Pretty good name. Not as good as Killamari, but definitely better than Slopster. Moby Lick, 8 out of 10. Back at Shark HQ, they see on TV that a bank robbery is happening and the culprit is Moby Lick. So the sharks jump into action. Big Slamu does a seismic slam, but Moby unleashes his disgusting tongue and licks his ankle, causing him to collapse. Ripster steps up and says, "I'm gonna tear you a new blowhole." That's pretty awesome. But that badass remark simply reminds Moby that he has a blowhole. So he jumps into the fountain and intakes a bunch of water that probably tastes like pennies and then hydro pumps him. And Moby Lick's whole body is absolutely coursing with testosterone. He stops fighting just so he can flex as hard as he can. Then the villain's van pulls up and picks up Moby because the fight is over now for some reason, even though it seems like Moby was winning, so I'm not sure why they would want to stop it. Paradigm says that Moby is his favorite henchman and then gives him a nice big glass of mind control juice. Then Moby calls Benz and says it's Jet, and he lies, saying that he's being held prisoner by Paradigm. So the sharks go down there, but of course it's a trap, and the warehouse is like a holodeck kind of thing. It like can become any environment, but nothing's real. It's kind of confusing. Moby faces off against the sharks, but he ends up sweating so much he sweats out all of his mind control juice. So he comes to his senses. As he's explaining everything to the sharks, Paradigm collapses the bridge, but they're fine because it's all a hologram, so I guess they didn't actually fall and nothing is real and nothing matters. Big Slamu is so confused and just sick of this episode, so he does a seismic slam and collapses the warehouse. Then they all decide Moby Lick is now a part of the team. Awesome. Thanks for watching, and remember to groove on the tube and bullets in the bandaz. Goodbye.